Life in all its vastness is a mixture of light and shadow, joy and sorrow, peaks and valleys. It's an undeniable truth that every one of us at some point will come face to face with challenges that seem insurmountable, moments so dark that they threaten to eclipse our very essence. It's during these times that our spirit is tested and our resilience is forged in the fires of adversity. But here's the thing. It's perfectly okay to feel overwhelmed. It's natural. When the weight of the world seems to rest squarely on your shoulders, feeling like you're standing in a never-ending night is a part of the human experience. Recognizing and acknowledging this darkness isn't a sign of weakness. It's the first brave step towards finding your way back to the light. The path through hardship is not about denying the existence of pain or pretending that everything is fine when it's not. It's about accepting that these tough times are a part of life's journey. This acceptance doesn't mean you've given up. Quite the opposite. It means you're facing reality head-on, with the courage to say, yes, I'm struggling, but I will not let this darkness define me. Let's think of the night sky. Even on the darkest night, stars find a way to shine. Similarly, it's within our darkest moments that we often find our brightest light, the light of resilience, strength, and faith. This light doesn't eliminate the dark, but it guides us, offering hope and a path forward. It reminds us that after every night, no matter how long or dark, comes a dawn. So as we embark on this journey together, let's hold on to the belief that facing adversity with courage, resilience, and faith is not just about surviving the darkness. It's about transforming it. It's about learning, growing, and emerging stronger and more enlightened on the other side. The challenges we face today are the stepping stones to our tomorrow, shaping us into more resilient, empathetic, and courageous individuals. In this speech, we'll explore how embracing our struggles can lead us to discover an inner strength we never knew we had. We'll see that within the heart of every challenge lies the potential for growth, learning, and an eventual return to light. Let's step forward with faith, knowing that no night is so dark that we cannot find our way out. Together, let's embrace the darkness to find the light in this journey called life. If there's one thing all of us share, it's the experience of facing challenges. Adversity doesn't pick a time, place, or person. It simply arrives often when least expected, like a sudden storm that darkens the sky without warning. These challenges can be as diverse as the people facing them, ranging from personal losses and health issues to professional setbacks and beyond. The unpredictability of these moments tests our spirit, shakes our foundations, and often leaves us questioning, why me? Yet, it's through these very storms that the essence of human resilience emerges. Resilience isn't about avoiding the rain or pretending we're not getting wet. It's about learning to dance in the rain, acknowledging the mud and the mess, yet pushing forward with hope and determination. Resilience is often misunderstood as the ability to remain unscathed by life's battles, to emerge without a scratch. But that's not quite right. Being resilient doesn't mean the darkness never touches us. It means we've learned to move through the darkness, step by step, with our eyes fixed on the faintest light in the distance. Imagine resilience as the small, yet stubborn plant that pushes through a crack in the concrete. Against all odds, it seeks the sun, thriving in conditions that others might see as hopeless. That's us. Each one of us has that inner strength, that relentless spirit that propels us forward, even when the night seems endless. The beauty of resilience lies in its universality and its uniqueness. While all of us face adversity, the way we navigate through our challenges is deeply personal. Some of us might find strength in solitude, taking the time to reflect and recharge, while others might seek solace in community, drawing power from shared experiences and collective hope. There's no right or wrong way to be resilient. What matters is that we keep moving, keep striving, and never lose faith in the possibility of a brighter tomorrow. Embracing resilience means accepting that while we cannot control the storms that life throws our way, we can control our response to them. It's about choosing to stand up again and again, no matter how many times we're knocked down. It's recognizing that our scars are not signs of weakness, but badges of strength, each one telling a story of a battle faced and survived. So let's talk about how we can foster this resilience within ourselves. It starts with a mindset, a belief that no challenge is too great to overcome. It's nurtured through actions, small steps taken every day toward healing, growth, and recovery. It's about setting our sights on the future, while also finding joy and gratitude in the present, even amidst the pain. We journey through the landscape of adversity. Let's remember that this resilience is our most faithful companion. It whispers in our ear during the loneliest nights, keep going. You're stronger than you think. And as dawn breaks, as it always does, we find that we've not only survived the night, but have emerged from it transformed with a deeper understanding of our strength, a greater appreciation for the light, and an unwavering faith in the power of resilience. Together, let's embrace the unpredictable nature of life's challenges, not as insurmountable obstacles, but as opportunities to demonstrate the strength of the human spirit. Let's redefine resilience, not as the absence of darkness, but as a persistent flame that burns within us, guiding us through the night and into the warmth of a new day. In the midst of life's storms, when the darkness seems to close in from all sides, there's a powerful tool at our disposal, one that can transform our journey through adversity. This tool is acceptance. Acceptance isn't about giving up or admitting defeat. Rather, it's about embracing reality as it is, not as we wish it to be. It's the first step in moving through our challenges with grace and strength. Many of us are taught to push away negative feelings, to ignore the pain, and to focus solely on the positive. While maintaining a hopeful outlook is valuable, denying the darkness can prevent us from truly overcoming it. Imagine trying to navigate a dark room by pretending it's filled with light. You'd likely stumble, get hurt, and find it hard to locate the door. Now consider the difference if you accepted the darkness, allowed your eyes to adjust, and moved forward carefully, feeling your way out. The journey might still be challenging, but it would be manageable because you're dealing with reality. Accepting the darkness means acknowledging our fears, our pain, and our struggles without judgment. It allows us to say, this is tough and it's okay to feel upset or scared. This acknowledgement is incredibly freeing. It doesn't make the problems disappear, but it does lighten the load, making it easier to think clearly and find a path forward. Moreover, when we embrace our challenges, we open ourselves up to the lessons they carry. Every adversity comes with a gift, although it's often hard to see at the time. These lessons might be about our own strength and resilience, about the importance of community and connection, or about values and priorities that we hadn't recognized before. Growth isn't just about achieving success. It's also about learning from the trials that test our resolve. Embracing challenges also fosters a growth mindset. This mindset shifts our perspective from seeing difficulties as insurmountable barriers to viewing them as opportunities to learn, stretch, and evolve. It encourages us to ask not, why is this happening to me? But what can I learn from this? This subtle shift in questioning can lead to profound changes in how we approach life's obstacles. The power of acceptance lies in its ability to ground us in the present, while preparing us for the future. It teaches us to deal with what's in front of us, not with fear or denial, but with courage and openness. Accepting the darkness doesn't mean we stop seeking the light. Rather, it means we're realistic about the present moment, which in turn empowers us to move towards the light with determination and hope. Consider the metaphor of a seed, buried in the darkness of the soil. It's in this darkness that the seed begins to grow, pushing through the earth to reach the light above. Similarly, our greatest periods of growth often come from our darkest times. When we accept and embrace these moments, we allow ourselves to break through the surface and reach towards the sun. So let's not shy away from the darkness. Let's accept it, learn from it, and let it guide us towards becoming more resilient, empathetic, and courageous individuals. By doing so, we don't just survive our challenges. We transform them into stepping stones towards a more meaningful and fulfilling life. In the heart of acceptance lies the seed of growth, and it's only by acknowledging the dark that we can truly appreciate the beauty of the light. When life throws us into the deep end, when the waves of adversity crash over us, we're faced with a critical question. What choice will we make? Will we let the currents pull us under, surrendering to our circumstances, or will we swim against the tide, confronting our challenges with courage? This question isn't a simple one, nor does it come with easy answers. The choice we make in these moments can define us, shaping our path forward and the kind of person we become. On one side lies the path of surrender. It's the choice to be carried by the currents of life, to let external circumstances dictate our happiness and peace. Surrendering might seem easier at first. It requires less effort after all, but this path often leads to a place of helplessness and regret. It's like floating adrift at sea, at the mercy of the waves and winds, with no direction or purpose. Over time, this lack of control can weigh heavily on our spirits, leaving us feeling lost and disconnected from our own lives. Contrast this with the path of courage. Choosing to confront our challenges with courage doesn't mean we're fearless. Far from it. Courage isn't the absence of fear. It's the decision to move forward despite the fear. It's a choice to take control of our lives. We paddle against the currents in search of calmer waters. This path requires effort, determination, and resilience. It's not always the easiest route, and it often involves facing uncomfortable truths about ourselves and our situations. Yet, it is on this path that we find growth, strength, and ultimately a sense of empowerment. Confronting our challenges with courage allows us to stand at the helm of our lives, steering through the storms with purpose and resolve. It teaches us about our capabilities, our limits, and how to push beyond them. Each stroke against the tide builds our muscles, both literal and metaphorical, preparing us for whatever lies ahead. The choice between surrender and courage is one we're faced with time and again. It's not a one-time decision, but a series of choices we make every day. And it's important to remember that choosing the path of courage doesn't mean we never feel the urge to give up. We all have moments of doubt and fear. What matters is what we do in the face of those feelings. Choosing courage means acknowledging our fear, our pain, and our doubts, and deciding to move forward anyway. It's about finding small acts of bravery in our daily lives. Whether it's speaking up for ourselves, taking a step towards a goal, or simply getting out of bed on a particularly tough day, these acts might seem insignificant on their own, but together they weave the fabric of a courageous life. So when faced with adversity, ask yourself, what choice will I make? Will I let this challenge define me? Or will I use it as an opportunity to grow, to learn, and to come stronger? The answer to this question lies within each of us, waiting to be uncovered. Choosing the path of courage doesn't guarantee an easy journey, but it does promise a rewarding one. It's a path that leads to self-discovery, empowerment, and the realization that we are capable of overcoming anything life throws our way. In the end, the true measure of our strength isn't found in the absence of challenges, but in our response to them. Let's choose courage. Let's choose to confront our challenges head on, not because it's easy, but because it's within these moments of struggle that we find our true strength. And remember, in the journey of life, the bravest choice we can make is to keep swimming, no matter how strong the current, in the face of life's storms. When adversity knocks us off our feet, the hardest part is often just standing up again. Yet it's here, in this moment of decision, that the journey towards overcoming begins, to taking that first step. No matter how small, is a profound act of courage, a declaration that we refuse to be defined by our challenge. The significance of taking action cannot be overstated. It's easy to feel paralyzed when faced with a mountain of difficulties. The path ahead can seem daunting, filled with obstacles and uncertainties. In these moments, the mere act of taking a step forward, no matter how tiny, is a victory. It's the spark that can light the fire of progress and change. Think each small action is a step on a long journey. The first step might be as simple as getting out of bed, writing down your thoughts, or reaching out to a friend for support. These actions might seem insignificant in isolation, but over time, they add up. They are the building blocks of resilience, the ingredients of transformation. Starting to walk through our challenges emphasizes persistence and the refusal to surrender. It's about saying, I may not have all the answers, and the road may be long, but I am moving. I am trying. This mindset is powerful. It shifts our focus from the obstacles we face to the progress we're making, however small it may be. Persistence is key in this journey. The road to overcoming adversity is rarely straight or smooth. There will be setbacks and detours, moments of doubt and frustration. But with each step forward, we grow stronger, more resilient. Our steps become more confident, our strides longer. What once seemed impossible begins to feel achievable. Encouraging action in the midst of adversity is not just about physical movement. It's about mental and emotional shifts as well. It's about changing the narrative from one of victimhood to one of heroism in your own story. It's about recognizing that while we may not control the external forces in our lives, we do have power over our reactions and our next steps. So how do we take that first step? Begin by identifying one small, concrete action you can take right now. It doesn't have to be big or grandiose. It just needs to be a step in the right direction. Then commit to it. Take the step, and remember, it's okay if you stumble. It's okay if you fall. What matters is that you get back up and keep moving. Taking action in the face of adversity is also about creating momentum. Each step forward builds on the last, propelling us towards our goals and dreams. This momentum can carry us through the toughest times, keeping us focused and motivated even when the going gets tough. Let's embrace the power of taking that first step. Let's start walking through our challenges with persistence and a refusal to surrender. Remember, the journey of 1,000 miles begins with a single step. It's in taking that step, and then the next, and the one after that, where we find our strength and our path forward. In closing, I urge you, no matter what challenges you face, to take that first step. It's a testament to your resilience, your courage, and your determination. It's the beginning of your journey from adversity to triumph. And with each step, you'll find that you're not just moving through your challenges. You're rising above them, stronger and more resilient than ever before. So take that step and let's walk this journey together. It's life's toughest moments. When the world seems to crumble around us, the most critical battle we face is not with the external forces, but with the despair within. This fight, this struggle within the confines of our own hearts and minds, is where true victory is won or lost. It's a choice, a daily decision to keep fighting, to cling to hope even when it feels like a fragile thread. Imagine for a moment a tiny seed buried deep under the soil. Above it, storms rage and the weight of the earth presses down. But instead of succumbing to the darkness, the seed begins to grow. It fights its way upward, driven by an innate force, an unbreakable spirit, until one day it breaks through the soul into the sunlight. This journey of the seed is an analogy for our own struggles. Like the seed, we have the potential to rise above our circumstances, to grow through the darkness towards the light. It's the victory of spirit over circumstance. It's not a fairy tale. It's a reality that countless individuals have lived through. Consider the story of a young athlete who, after a devastating accident, was told he would never walk again. Every reason to despair was laid before him, yet he chose to fight. His battle was not on the sports field, but within his own mind. Day by day, with relentless determination, he pushed against his limits. And one day, defying all predictions, he took his first step. This step was more than a physical act. It was a testament to the power of an unbreakable spirit. Or think of the artist who, in the face of harsh criticism and repeated failures, refused to give up on her dream. Her canvas was not just a piece of cloth, but a battleground where she waged war against doubt and despair. With each stroke of her brush, she affirmed her resolve, and in time, her art gained recognition, reminding us all that it's not the opinions of the world that define our worth, but the strength of our spirit. These stories, and countless others like them, teach us a powerful lesson. Our circumstances do not define our potential for victory. It's the fight within, the refusal to give in to despair, that shapes our destiny. Cultivating an unbreakable spirit means embracing this fight, not with bitterness or resentment, but with hope and resilience. How do we cultivate such a spirit? It starts with the small everyday choices. It's in the choice to find something to be grateful for, even on the darkest days. It's in the choice to lift someone else up, even when we're feeling down. It's in the choice to take one more step, try one more time, and hold on to hope with unwavering faith. An unbreakable spirit is not something we're born with. It's something we build brick by brick through our choices, our actions, and our attitudes. It's forged in the fires of adversity, strengthened by each challenge we face and overcome. As we navigate the storms of life, let us remember the power of the fight within. Let us choose every day to keep fighting, to nurture our unbreakable spirit, and to believe in the victory of spirit over circumstance. For it's in this choice, this unwavering commitment to ourselves and our dreams, that we discover the true essence of strength and resilience. In closing, let us take inspiration from the seed, the athlete, the artist, and every person who has ever faced the darkness and chose to fight their way through it. Let their stories remind us that no matter how fierce the storm, within us lies an unbreakable spirit, capable of overcoming any challenge and achieving the most extraordinary victories. So let's keep fighting, with hope as our shield and resilience as our sword. And let's prove time and again that our spirit can conquer any circumstance. In the deepest valleys of our lives, when shadows cast long and the light seems but a distant memory, there lies a powerful force capable of guiding us through the darkness. This force, this unwavering beacon, is faith. Faith is not merely a belief in the unseen. It's a fundamental quality that sustains us, a steadfast conviction that no matter how bleak the moment, something good, something bright, lies beyond the pain. Imagine standing before a dense fog, and so thick that you can't see your hand in front of your face. Every direction seems the same, and the path forward is unclear. In this moment, faith is the quiet voice that whispers, "Keep walking. There's something beautiful on the other side." It's this belief, this certainty in the presence of the unseen, that propels us forward, step by step through the mist. Faith acts as a foundation, a solid ground upon which we can stand when everything else is shaking. It's the assurance that, although our current struggles are real and painful, they are not the end of the story. With faith, we understand that our trials have a purpose, even if that purpose is not immediately clear. It's the trust that in time the pieces will fit together, revealing a picture more beautiful and complex than we could have imagined. But how do we hold on to faith when the darkness feels all-consuming? The answer lies in the small glimpses of light that break through the shadows, the moments of kindness, love, and strength that remind us of the goodness in the world and in ourselves. It's in the resilience of the human spirit, witnessed in stories of those who have faced unimaginable challenges and emerged with hope intact. It's to inspire you to hold on to faith. Consider the story of a small sapling growing in the crack of a sidewalk. Against all odds, it reaches for the sun, its roots finding nourishment in the scant soil, its leaves unfurling with the promise of life. This sapling doesn't question the likelihood of its survival. It simply grows, driven by an innate faith in its potential to thrive. Like the sapling, we too can reach for the light, believing in our own potential to overcome the obstacles in our path. Faith is also nurtured in community, in the shared beliefs and hopes that connect us. It's in the stories we tell, the hands we hold, and the shoulders we offer for others to lean on. When we witness faith in action, through acts of compassion, empathy, and courage, we are reminded of its power to heal and to bring light to the darkest of places. In moments of doubt, remember that faith is not a passive state. It's an active choice. It's the decision to believe in the light beyond the darkness, even when that light is not yet visible. It's the courage to say, I don't understand why this is happening, but I trust that there is a reason and that I will come through this stronger. Let faith be your foundation, your guiding star through the night. Hold on to the belief that something good lies beyond your pain, that every trial carries with it the seed of an equal or greater benefit. With faith as your compass, you'll find that even the longest night gives way to the dawn. And what emerges from the darkness is a strength, a resilience, and a light that can never be dimmed. So in the midst of life's storms, when the way forward is unclear, let faith lead you. Believe in the light beyond the darkness and trust that no matter what challenges you face, you have the strength to overcome them. With faith as your foundation, there's no darkness too deep, no obstacle too great, and no limit to what you can achieve. We've journeyed together from the first step of acknowledging the darkness that life sometimes brings, through the battles and the inner struggles, towards the light of resilience and the warmth of faith. This journey, though, filled with challenges, teaches us an invaluable lesson. Within each of us lies an unyielding spirit and an unwavering faith capable of overcoming any obstacle, any darkness. Our path started with recognizing and accepting the harsh realities of our struggles. We learned that facing the darkness is not a sign of weakness, but the first step towards victory. From there, we discovered the power of resilience, the strength to persist despite the challenges, to rise every time we fall, and to find lessons in our trials that forge us into stronger, more compassionate beings. We then embraced the fight within, choosing to battle against despair with every fiber of our being. Through stories and analogies, we saw that victory is not about never facing defeat, but about how we respond when we do. It's in the refusal to give up, in the choice to keep fighting, that we find our true strength. Faith has been our foundation through it all. A steady belief in the light beyond the darkness. It's this faith that sustains us, that keeps us moving forward when all seems lost. It reminds us that there is always something good, something beautiful waiting on the other side of our pain. Now, as we stand at the end of this journey, let us leave with a powerful call to action. Let's stand tall in the face of defeat, fight with all we have, and find victory in our resilience and faith. The call to action is not just about facing the challenges of today, but about shaping the future we desire and deserve. Let's carry the lessons of this journey in our hearts. The knowledge that we are stronger than we think, that we can rise above any defeat, and that our spirit and faith are invincible. Let this understanding fuel our steps forward, inspiring us to live with courage, to embrace each day with hope, and to never lose sight of the victory that lies in our resilience and faith. Together, let's rise above defeat, and shining as beacons of strength and hope for ourselves. And for each other, remember, the ultimate victory is not just in overcoming the darkness, but in transforming it into light, a light that guides us and illuminates the path for others. Stand tall, fight bravely, and believe deeply. For in this we find our greatest triumph.